It's really very simple one. You know, we are an independent assessor of credit risk to the market. So we're like the bridge, if you like, between the company that wants to raise the cash, to borrow the money, and the person who's going to lend them. And it's very simple. You know, the people who lend them in the capital markets, they don't have the infrastructure, the time, or the support, or necessarily the specialist skills to analyse the credit risk. So they essentially it's outsourced to the rating agencies, and the rating agencies do exactly that. And then depending upon the rating that we assign, the issuer will then be reflected in the coupon or the interest payment that the entity has to pay to borrow that money. So if you like, we're not an intermediary, but we're a conduit in this process, and it's about making capital markets efficient, and that's why rating agencies exist. It's at the heart of it, it's a very, very simple rationale. It's a very simple business model, and that's why rating agencies have existed for over 100 years, because it makes sense. The logic is compelling, and you know, despite the recent challenges that the industry has faced, that's the main reason why we've actually come out, I think, stronger as an industry than what we went into the financial crisis. I think the agencies have they've had to really become more transparent and more, I wouldn't say accountable, because they've always been accountable, but we're just much more clear it is in terms of what drives the ratings, what the key sensitivities are, what was the logic of how they were determined, and I think all the agencies in the industry have done a better job. I mean, we've always tried to do that. But transparency is kind of like one of these buzzwords, but it's an evolving target, and we continue to try and provide more information all the time. The most surprising element would be the huge amount of effort, rigor, intellectual debate, questioning, navel-gazing, self-flagellation, whatever you want to call it, that goes into actually working out what the credit rating is. I think people would be hopefully pleasantly surprised just about how rigorous the rating process is, and also in that process the role of the human element, the human expertise, the credit expertise, the qualitative judgment, the qualitative assessment. That's what we emphasize more than anything else. The models and the mathematical models, the data crunching, they're tools to help us get to a derived decision. They're not how we get to the derived outcome of the credit rating. And people have a huge contribution to play in how we determine the ratings. It's a people-based process.